Yes, welcome to this pitch session. We are the third pitch session of this afternoon, and now we're going to talk about sport for change. So I guess I'm going to be in my body. I wish for you to be in your body as well. Can you please stand up? Come on, stand up, guys. And let's have, I don't know, let's have some move like maybe jump around. Okay, I want you to just give energy to you and give energy around you. Come on. Do something to give energy to someone else. I'm going to high five you. I'm going to high five you. Come on, give energy to your partner around you. Jump around. Okay, let's get in the mood for sport for change. And you can sit down. I feel better. I feel energized. I'm Rebecca, and I'm the master of ceremony for today. And I'm going to host and welcome 8 people who are going to pitch today. I'm really happy to moderate this pitch session on Sport for Change. This program is very special, and it aims to gather committed sports stakeholders in order to inspire the whole ecosystem thanks to workshops and conferences. And they really want to focus on solutions to decarbonize and make sport events and sport practice more inclusive. So we are proud to present this promotion of 2023 that was sourced by ChangeNOW and 17 Sport. I'm sure you're very curious to discover them, and I am too. But let's first discover the members of our jury. So it's your time to introduce yourself. You'll have one sentence, maybe two, to get to know each other. You have the mic, you present yourself, and then you can move along. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Jonas. So I'm the executive director of Protect Our Winter. Protect Our Winter, basically what we do is we unite the outdoor enthusiasts to transform these people into climate activists.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Toby. I'm the head of the ISPO group. ISPO is the world's biggest sporting goods platform, trade show, events, academies all over the world. And I'm happy to be with you here on that topic for Change Now today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, hello everyone. I'm Fabien, co-founder at 17 Sport. 17 Sport is the world's first sports impact company operating at the intersection of sports, business and purpose. And we exist to really accelerate the transformation of the business of sports into a force for good. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Hello everyone, Maren Doles. I am the managing partner of NOW Partners. We are a foundation-owned consultancy with 100 partners that set out to make the regenerative economy become the new normal. And I'm actually, until very recently, the former head of open innovation and circular economy at Danone. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing the pitches today and glad to be with you.
Thank you very much. I cannot wait to hear your questions to the pitches, but first we're going to hear 4 projects to come, then Q&A, then 4 more projects, and Q&A again. Are you ready in the audience? Are you still here? Yes, okay, great. So I suggest that we welcome right now Fairmat Tech, Antoine de Turckheim. It's your turn to shine. Please give a big applause to all the pitchers.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me well? Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here and to have a chance to tell you about what we do at Fairmat. So Fairmat is a French startup. We are a 2-year-old company, and we have our headquarters in Paris and a factory in Nantes. Fairmat is in the recycling business of advanced materials. Advanced materials are materials which are used in any industry where performance is key. They are materials with unique mechanical properties. One of those advanced materials is carbon fiber. It's used to lighten airplanes, and it's used to make wind turbine blades more productive. The main issue with carbon fiber today is that it is not recycled. It is landfilled or incinerated, generating a huge deal of pollution. At Fairmat, we've invented the first technology to really recycle carbon fiber. We collect waste from airplanes and wind turbines. We recycle them in our own factory using our own recycling process. And we produce a wide range of products which can be used in different industries. We have a really low impact recycling process. From the start, we've worked with a leading consultancy to make sure that our process is the best recycling process in terms of CO2 emissions for recycling carbon fiber. This simplified LCA has shown that not only is it the best for recycling carbon fiber, but also that on all of the applications that we focus on, our material has a lower environmental impact than the materials that we try to replace. We have achieved this using technology. Fairmat is a high-tech company. Our recycling process is fully robotized, so is our manufacturing process. And we see our product as a full ecosystem based on robotics. This has allowed us to offer our clients with a sustainable and also very performing product. This is why Decathlon announced a few weeks ago that they will be using Fairmat materials on all of their high-range paddle rackets to replace virgin materials with a really high environmental impact. This, of course, sends a great message because we are being used in a high-range, high-end application. It shows that you can have performance and sustainability together. And this is what we're trying to do. We bring to our clients performance and sustainability without compromise. We work today in the sporting goods industry on paddle rackets, on hockey sticks, on running shoes for carbon insoles as well. We also work in different industries, such as the automotive industry or consumer electronics as a whole. Our goal is to enable a more sustainable progress through our leading-edge industrial solutions. We want to make sure that all consumers can access the best, the most performing products with the lowest environmental impact possible. And we are starting today with sporting goods. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. What a good energy. Thank you so much. We're going to welcome the second pitcher, Nicolas Hardy, and his project is Weward. Please give a warm welcome to Nicolas.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. So I'm Nicolas, I'm the co-founder of Weward, and today I'm going to explain you how Weward makes walking a more rewarding part of 20 million users' life. So you may know that walking is good. We do walk a lot today, for example, from one booth to another. Walking is good for your body, it's good for your mind, it increases your creativity, it decreases your possibility of getting heart disease, it reduces the heart pressure. But did you know that walking is also good for ecology? Actually, if you replace a part of your small car trips with walking, then you are definitely fighting climate change. That's why we decided to create Weward. What is Weward? The concept is very simple. It's a free mobile application that you download. You walk during the day, you compete with your friends, you complete walking challenges, and at the end of the day, you validate your steps. And in exchange for your steps, we give you some points. And with the points, you can either make a bank transfer into your bank account, or if you are more generous, like 50% of our 20 million users, you can decide to make a donation to charities. And it works. Today, our user walking time is increased by 24% on average, meaning that someone who downloads the application walks more after than before. And the very interesting thing is that people are walking more, but they are also taking less their car. So basically, we are very proud to say that we save 500 million tons of CO2 per year. And that's the equivalent of approximately 2 million heating systems every year. We are a startup with massive ecological impact. Today, we are working, of course, with ecological association. We are planting trees, we are growing forests, we are helping the corals in the ocean. We are also working with health association for breast cancer, for general disease. We are working for humanitarian association. My associate was in Nigeria a few months ago to build a school, so we are very proud to say that we have a lot of impact. And we work with an independence agency to prove that today we substitute 300 meters of car trip per user per day. So you multiply it by 20 million and you can imagine that the carbon emissions impact is very huge. So why don't you today try to make walking a more rewarding part of your lives? Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm good, you can put it here. I'm walking now and I want to walk more. Thank you. Let's welcome the third one, Barooders, and let's welcome Edwige Michaud. Edwige, the stage is yours. Please welcome him.
Can you hear me well? Thank you first for having me today. It's an honor to pitch Barooders in front of all of you. So my name is Geoffroy and I'm the co-founder of Barooders. I'd like to start by asking a very simple question. Who thinks here that sports can be very expensive? A kitesurf wing, super expensive. A racing bike, super expensive. Well, 80% of our customers share this opinion, and that's why they come to us. So Barooders is an online marketplace where you can find second-hand sports equipment. We sell thousands of equipments for dozens of different sports. Each year in Europe, more than 100 million of new sporting items are sold. It creates a huge negative impact. The beauty of second-hand is that people come to us and they don't even have this in mind. They just come to us because they want cheaper goods. They find it, and at the same time, without even thinking about it, they have a super, super positive impact. The three core values that we serve to our customers every day, well, the first one is choice. When you're looking for a very specific racing bike, it's very important that you find the one reference you're looking for, and we have thousands of references on our marketplace. The second one is affordable prices. People come to Barooders because they want to buy a 50% discounted racing bike, and that's exactly what we sell. The third one is focus on quality and trust. Buying second-hand equipment can be very stressful sometimes. Well, at Barooders, you're buying from experts, and you are protected by very strong warranties. We created the company because we had the conviction that there was no one else on the market that was delivering these services to our customers, especially for the trust and the quality. We are a community-based marketplace. We have thousands of sport addicts who sell their equipment on our marketplace, and we have a very strong team of ambassadors who carry our value and who support us. And more than supporting us, they support what we are trying to create, which is a circular economy in the sporting industry. From the start, we have given a second life to more than 50,000 sporting equipments. So thank you for listening, and please come ride with us.
Wish. And the last one of this round, I really like the name. It's Kabubu. So let's welcome Nina Daboussi for the last speech of this round.
Hello everybody. So I'm the only woman today. I'm Nina Daboussi and I work for Kabubu. But before presenting what we do, I'd like to tell you 3 stories. It is August 2021 and the Taliban are back in power in Afghanistan. Like thousands of other Afghan women, Nilab and Dina, 2 sisters, are forced to flee their country, and they miraculously managed to come to France. But this is not the happy ending they were hoping for. Because like a lot of people seeking asylum in France, Nilab and Dina face a really complicated situation. They are not allowed to work, they are not allowed to study, they are housed in a shabby hostel, and they are really isolated. So this is also the situation of Amar, a young Sudanese man who arrived in France in 2018 and had to abandon both his family and his dreams for the future because his diplomas are not recognized in France and he can't speak French. So what can we do? In fact, Kabubu has the answer. In November 2022, Nilab and Dina joined our women's program, which enables French and refugee women to practice sports all together in safe spaces that are free for all. Because this is Kabubu's strength, to use sport as a universal language to connect people. And every week we organize free activities that are open to everyone without any restrictions. But our work is not done yet. Because what can we do for Amar? He met us in 2020 on a football team, and years later, he joined our professional training to become a sports teacher. And today, it is his now full-time job. And finally, my last story, because here again, of course, Kabubu has the answer. To create professional training that are adapted to the specific needs of refugee people and to enable them to work in sports area. And now we come to my third story, which is yours. Because like Nicolas, your life could change from one day to another. In last June, Nicolas participated in a workshop called La Fresque de la Migration, which is a collaborative awareness-raising game that was created by Kabubu to allow people to discover the realities of the migration journey. And in fact, for Nicolas, the realities of his colleagues' migration journey. So today, Kabubu is now 5 years old. It's more than 6,000 people who have gained access to sport thanks to us in Paris, Lyon and Strasbourg. It's more than 50 people who have been trained and refugees who now work in the sports field, and more than 600 people who have been sensitized. So what if you were our next player? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Yeah, you can stay on the stage, and I'm going to invite the other pitchers to come join us for the Q&A session, and the jury members to prepare the question they want to address to our pitchers. Please make sure that every pitcher has a question, and whoever wants to begin, begins.
All right, happy to start. I have a question actually to you. Thank you for the presentation, first of all, and for sharing those stories. What is the economic business model behind, and how do you make revenue through the solutions that you provide?
Yeah, thank you for your question. Great question, because everything at our organization is free for everybody, French citizens and also people coming from wherever in the world. So our business model is based on subsidies from the states, also from private foundations. We also receive donations from a lot of people. And we try also to monetize what we do, because we form people, we train people to organize sport activities. And so we organize workshops, team buildings in companies and stuff. And also La Fresque de la Migration, the workshop, is something that we develop in companies and other organizations, and we receive money from it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Another question for our pitchers?
So yeah, my question would be for Fairmat. I mean, so first of all, congratulations for everything. Super inspiring talks. Really very nice hearing it. I think the question that everybody usually asks you is regarding the cost difference. So of course, recycling usually makes items more expensive. So I would love to know a little bit more about the difference in pricing between the raw material and the recycled one.
No, of course, that is a great question, and this is something that we've had to address very quickly. The great thing is that we collect this advanced material, which is normally used in the aerospace industry, so which has amazing mechanical properties, but we get it at a near zero cost, because we actually provide a service to the people generating this waste, and they're looking for a solution to handle this waste, which is today landfilled or incinerated. So we have a nearly close to zero cost to collect our material. We have a fully automated recycling process, which allows us to have a really low cost as well, and which allows us in the end to be really competitive compared to what we call standard materials. So we can replace some types of plastics, we can replace aluminum, other types of carbon fiber, and sometimes of glass fiber as well. So really it's always been on our mind, and for now, on all of the use cases that we've worked on, we have been competitive, whether it is in the sporting goods or in other industry.
I would have a question for Geoffrey. Great idea to have a second-hand online platform where people can buy second-hand gear. One of the biggest impacts of online business is returns. And how do you deal with returns and with damaged products? Because they're like shitty things happening in the industry with returns, and some are shredded immediately just because they're returned. So how do you deal with it? What's your strategy and concept behind it?
Thank you for your question. So actually returns are a big potential of business for us, because a lot of people who buy like running shoes, they're too small for them. It's too late to return them to the website they bought it from, so they sell it on Barooders. And on Barooders, you can return what you buy from the seller. It's very important. But we have less than 1% return rate. and the shipping, the impact of the shipping compared to the impact of the production of the equipment is so small that even if it goes two-way around, it's much less than if you were buying it new.
So I have a question for Nicolas about WeWalk. You mentioned that the points actually lead to a payment system. Can you explain a little bit more about the model behind being paid for walking?
Yeah, it sounds too good to be true, but actually our business model is very simple. We are advertising, meaning that every day you have to come to the app, validate your steps. So just before your steps are actually validated, you have to watch a small ad. So we have 20 million users, and it's enough for us to have to be profitable and to have revenue.
Wonderful. Do you have any other questions?
Again, for you. So you said you have 20 million users, and how many of them are active on a daily basis?
We have 5 million people that are validating their steps every day. So all around the world, a lot of people are improving their walking time.
And another question. You definitely have the demographics of those people.
Yeah.
So which part of the society is the active part? The younger ones, the older ones? Is there any? Are they all the same, or is there any difference that you see?
Well, you mean in terms of physical activity, right? Not in terms of well, it depends, but it depends more of the culture. For example, in France, we are very good walkers. It's not the case in all countries. It depends if you are in a city or in a campaign, but the most active part of population is like 25 to 35 years old. But the interesting thing to measure is not only the activity, it's the improvement of activity. And for elderly people, like senior people, it's incredible to see that they are really improving their working time.
So I have a question for Nina. You mentioned initially actually that one of the challenges for migrants when they arrive is language. How do you overcome language actually in the program that you've built? And a second question would be, how do you scale beyond France? What's the next step after France? Because we need this in more places than just in France.
Thank you. We keep in touch. Okay, so about your first question, which was language. Thank you. Yeah. So basically, we have 3 activities. People meet there. They don't speak the same language, but they still can create links together. And after that, they have a connection, friendship. This is the slogan of our organization. And after that, they meet, they have drinks. We organize specific events where they can talk more. Also, in our professional training, we have French classes. And just by playing sport with people, you gain confidence, and so you are more okay to speak in front of others and make connection. And that's by making connection that you speak a language. And for your next question, so we are 5 years now. Our Kabubu was created in Lyon 2 years ago. We have just launched our new Kabubu Strasbourg 6 months ago. So we want at the moment to make sure that those 3 activities are stable. And after that, maybe to grow more in France, and we have a specific process to do that. But of course, we want to export, but we want to make sure that we are respectful of every location, and maybe to work with people more than just exporting our model. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your questions and for sharing your project with us. We'll see you later at the networking area. Thank you again. You can get a huge round of applause for these solutions that are so interesting.